Hey everyone, Lily here coming at you with another review. This time we have something a little bit different. I will be reviewing various slimes from messysupplies.com I guess we will see which ones are the most fun to play with and the different textures and consistencies and whatnot. And yeah, so I guess first up we have a Vivi Slime. It is the Extreme in Fluorescent Green. Now, I will throw our props guy under the bus a little bit. He did put too much borax in this batch, so it's not supposed to be quite this thick. I can barely pick it up. It's not so much slime as it is a solid. It is not supposed to be this, I guess solid is just the best way to put it. It's supposed to be stretchier. It almost feels like gack, if you remember what that is. But it's very jiggly and it doesn't stick at all. It's not leaving any sort of residue. It just, ugh. It's leaving some sort of just wet sort of residue on my fingers. But I mean, it's kind of fun to play with. But again, this is a firmer consistency than it is supposed to be. It should be stretchier. Yeah. Oh no, I dropped my little squirter thing. But yeah, I guess about that squirter thing, we're also going to do a squirt test. I'm going to see how it shoots. Okay. It is it is very difficult to extrude through the nozzle here, probably because it is so thick. Oh, that was gross. Yeah, you can just see that nice little booger ball in there. Anyway, yeah, that was the Fluorescent Green Vivi Slime. Okay, next up we have the Zyan Gum. We got it in probably the worst color possible for this type, in white. I did want to mention that all of these slimes come in all varieties of colors, except for one of them. I will point that out when we get to it. But I will say right off the bat, I hate this one. It looks and feels like melted ice cream or yogurt. It's very sticky. It is, yeah. It does not have any sort of solid properties. It's just kind of goop. But if you're looking to coat something, I guess this would be a good one to go with. But yes, now my hands are covered in it. No. Okay. For the squirt test, oh, that was awful. It squirts well, as I would have guessed. It's very liquidy slime. It has a lot of bubbles in it, and it gets everywhere and covers everything you touch. Okay, moving on. All right, we have another green one for you. This is Methylcellulose in a light green. Now we're not 100% sure, but we're pretty confident that this is what they coated the Statue of Liberty in Ghostbusters 2, so it might look slightly familiar. It is a foamy, liquidy goo. It looks pretty standard slime. As you can see, it does coat kind of your fingers pretty well. I would say if I had to consider something slime, this is what I would go with. This is slime. Not very fun to play with because there's not much solid, but you get some good drippy goo action, which is probably why, if this is what was used in Ghostbusters. But can I get some of this off my hand, maybe? No. Oh well, that's just going to stay there. Now, okay, squirt test. Yep. It squirts well. As with any of the probably more liquidy ones, it does a good squirt, shoot. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Okay, next we have the Natrosol in a turquoise color. This one comes in two thicknesses, thick and extra thick. We got the thick, so actually the thinner of the consistencies. And as you can see, it is substantially thicker than a few of the other ones that we have gotten, or the past few that I've tried out. It's not quite as solid as the first one, as the Vivislime, considering it is sticking to my fingers. But it does have a good coating on your fingers, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Still kind of fun to stick your fingers in, your hands in. But yeah. And does not want to come off. So there's that. Great. Okay, now let's see if this will actually squirt or not. Kinda. Yeah, it was easier than the Vivislime, but still had a little bit of trouble with that. But yeah. Also, since I'm outside, the sun keeps going behind clouds and it's a real pain for our lighting, so I apologize for that. Okay, up next we have the MS Gunge in a colorless version. So we got a clear. This one actually holds air fairly well, so it has a lot of bubbles in it. If I can get it open, there we go. And it's very gelatinous, as you can see. And yeah, it's clear. So like I said, these all come in a variety of colors, so you could get this colored. But this one is just, it's like the consistency of soap almost, I would say. A little bit thicker soap. But you can almost feel the bubbles in it. It's odd. It is very gooey. Very, very gooey though. This is definitely not going to come off of my hands. Nope. Not easily. No. Okay. We're just gonna leave that there. And now for the squirting test. Yep. It will shoot fairly well. Well, I just dropped some on my shoe. Why are you filming that? Yeah, it's gooey and slimy. So, yep. Moving on. Okay, next up we have another Natrosol. This one is the extra thick. We got a pink color. As you know, my favorite color is pink. Now, this, when they say extra thick, they are not lying. This is some goopy stuff. Like, that's some goo. Definitely, it's kind of fun to play with. If you're looking for something that will coat anything and sort of cling, this will definitely do it. But it is very opaque. So if you're looking for something that has a translucency, this will also not be it. But it will definitely stick to whatever you are coating it with. Like my hands. Yep. Okay, good enough? Good enough. All right, now we'll see if this one actually shoots at all. Kinda, a little bit. This is actually worse than the Viva Slime. It just kind of dribbles. Not very good. So, no. If you're looking to shoot it out of anything, the extra thick Natrosol is not your slime. Anyway, moving on. All right, next up we have the Bentonite clay. This comes in two colors, light brown and dark brown. We got the light brown. This stuff is basically safe mud. The longer you let it set up, the thicker it'll get, up to 48 hours. We haven't let this sit for that long, but it, as you can see, has already set up to be pretty much a very wet mud consistency. It's very lumpy. It feels like I'm sticking my hands in clay. It's just clay. It smells like earth, clean dirt, basically. But yeah, that's kind of what you expect from just clay. So yes, it is mud. So yes, lovely. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, up next we have one of our two instants. This is an instant mud. This one also comes in light brown and dark brown. We got the dark brown, which looks like brownie batter to me. As you can see, it's mud. It has the consistency, actually, it almost feels like wet coffee grounds. And yeah, it kind of looks like wet coffee actually, but it's not slimy so much as it's just goopy. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know. It's not unpleasant, but it's definitely not the same consistency of the other slimes. It's a bit grainy, which is, I'm assuming, to imitate the texture of mud more than a slime. But yeah, it's instant mud. Now, let's try to shoot some of this. And it shoots well. Whoop. Yeah. It fairly thin, but still has a good texture, shoots well. Instant mud for all your instant mud needs. Anyway, on to the last one. Okay, last but not least, we have some Insta Slime in Fluorescent Green. Keep an eye out on the webpage for a project involving this soon, so that should be interesting. Yeah, as you can see, this one also kind of like the consistency of the instant mud is a little bit more grainy than the other slimes, which is just due to the instant nature of them. But this one is definitely more of a slime sort of consistency. Now we did just mix this up, so it's going to set up a little bit more as time goes on. But as you can see, it's already pretty darn slime-like, which is very cool. And it's not super sticking to my hands, which I like. It'll come off pretty nicely. So, shall we see how it squirts out of our trusty little squirt gun? Okay. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Squirts well, a little bit chunky, but I think that's fine. Yeah, overall, instant slime, pretty good, pretty slimy. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, those are all the slimes I have for you right now. I want to thank all of our wonderful patrons, like these wonderful fellas over here. You guys make videos like this possible. Obviously, without you, we could not be doing this. This was a lot of fun. I like doing kind of weird, out-of-the-box things like this. And if you would like to see more, let us know in the comments. And as always, I'm Lily, your Queen of Sheen. I'll see you next time.